welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Shoppers Drug Mart haul. I recently went to Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. That's a drugstore that actually carries high-end and low-end drugstore cosmetics. They also have a wide selection of perfumes and colognes. So I went there. The great thing about Shoppers Drug Mart is I have a Shoppers Optimum card, which means when I spend money I swipe the card and I can accumulate points, and the points can be used towards cash back on items. So if you collect enough, you can actually get a high-end item free. Like right now I have enough points that I'm at the $85 mark. So it's really great program, and if you're already going to be buying it, you might as well be getting something for it. It's similar to getting your points perks from Sephora, except that you can actually use it on full-size products. So the first thing I got, and this was like spur of the moment, I was walking by and I noticed that there was Candy Prada Kiss, and I have fallen in love with all the Prada candy perfumes, and this one was $98, so should have used my points. But it just has a nice sweet but floral scent too, but it's nice and light. And if you've seen my Sephora haul, you know that I'd gotten a rollerball of the Prada Candy L'Eau de Toilette, but this one is a perfume. So that was the first expensive thing I got. The next thing I got was two different foundations, because I don't own a lot of drugstore foundations, so I'm trying to find one besides the Maybelline Fit Me, which has been basically the only one I found that actually works. So I picked up a L'Oreal Visible Lift. I can't talk today. This one is pro retinol and has vitamin C in it. So this does seem to be a luminous foundation, which I'm okay with because I can always mattify this area. And I hear a lot of people talking about how they love the L'Oreal foundation, so I thought I'd give it a try. It's quite lightweight. I haven't actually worn this yet. I have worn the one I'll talk about next, but it does have quite a luminous finish, which will be nice, and then you don't have to wear highlighter just to give that little bit of a glow to your skin. That was $18.79, which is quite high for a drugstore foundation, and it was on sale, so that was quite a bit more than I would think to spend on a foundation in a store. The next one I got, and this one I have heard YouTubers talk about and say that they really like it, and it's what I'm wearing on my face today, and I have to say, so far so good. It's been on for about 3.5 hours now, and I haven't had it breaking up anywhere except on my nose, and I think that might be the primer I have on that's causing it. But this is the Rimmel Stay Matte, and I have it in the shade True Ivory, and at first I'm like, True Ivory may be a bit too light for me, but It's actually a perfect match for me. This one is more of a moussey consistency, and I find that it kind of is tacky, so you have to set it with a powder. But once you get it on and work it a bit, and you have to do it in sections, because even though it stays tacky, it starts to set almost instantly. So I had to do one side and then do the other side when I was using it. But that was more in line with what I would say a drugstore foundation should be in price, and it was $10.99. I got a few Maybelline lipsticks. These were, some of these were on sale for $5.29 and they were clearance, and the rest of them were $10.49. So of the three I got, I have Petal Pink, Blushing Bud, which is the one I'm wearing today, Magnificent Mauve, Romantic Rose, and Lust for Blush. So, Petal Pink, Blushing Bud, Marvelous Mauve, which I believe is a gloss, Romantic Rose, and Lush for Blush. The reason why I got these is I don't have that many drugstore lipsticks. I have quite a few high-end ones. I have loads of Avon ones. I have a few Mary Kay ones. But for drugstore lipsticks, I think I have two Revlon, which were part of the Nudes collection with J-Lo, and e.l.f. And e.l.f. isn't really a drugstore makeup for me because I have to actually order online from the States because we don't carry e.l.f. in any of the stores around here. Next I have 3 of the Color Tattoo 24-hour sticks. I do have one of the Color Tattoos in the pot and I actually liked it, and I hadn't seen these at all any other time I had gone to Shoppers, so when I saw them I picked up 3 colors. These just happen to be the colors that I'd probably wear quite often. So the colors I got were Pink Parfait and Grey Crystal and Lilac Lust. So Pink Parfait, Grey Crystal, and Lilac Lust. I have used the Pink Parfait just on the lid and then just put a light brown through the crease, and it looked really nice and it didn't move. I always use a primer on my lids anyway, so that might be why. But I really like these, and they're nice and smooth so you're not tugging on your eye. I would go out and repurchase more of these. And they were $7.99. They were on sale. I have 2 Essence Silky Touch blushes, and this is the only Essence product I've been able to find in Hinton, and Shoppers had them. And it's a shame. I really want to try, I think it's called Lash Princess mascara, because I've heard Young, Wild and Polished rave about that mascara, and Essence is really inexpensive. Like the 2 blushes were $3.49, But like I said, this was the only thing they had in their display for Essence was the blushes, and I think there was some nail polish there too. But because I get my nails done, I wouldn't pick up nail polishes. I have to say I'm really impressed with the blushes, and I hope that Shoppers brings more Essence products in. So this blush is Baby Doll, and it's just like a nice pinky coral color, great for summer. It does have a slight shimmer, but that's okay, it's summer. And then this one is called Adorable, and I've been using this one quite a bit. So this one is Baby Doll, and this one is Adorable. This one is more of a peachy color, and this one is more of a coral color. Both very nice. So the last thing I actually got another thing, but it wasn't for me, it was for my husband. Was in Canada at Shoppers we have a makeup line called Quo, and they are somewhere between drugstore and high-end. So they're not overly expensive, but they're not overly cheap either. And I've tried a few Quo products and I thought, well, this is new, but they didn't have any available to swatch, which I'm kind of sad about because the box is beautiful. This comes with, and this is the deluxe portfolio, it comes with 45 eyeshadows, 9 eyeliners, 9 lip gloss, 9 lip color, and 6 face powders. There's the eyeshadows and the face powders. And then in the bottom is a drawer, and there are the eyeliners there. Lip colors are there, and then lip gloss here. I haven't tried the lip colors. I have tried the eyeliners, and they are cream eyeliners. They're not powder eyeliners, so I like that. They put all the cream products in the drawer, and then all the powder products are up here. It does have a nice mirror, but you'd have to hold this to actually use it. You're not going to put it down because all you're going to see. The face products are quite nice. Keeping the blush quite nice. Same with this blush, but it's a more neutral color. The bronzers, the matte bronzer is fine. The shimmer bronzer is a little bit orange, which that's okay for some people. What I'm having issue with is the eyeshadows are not very pigmented. Don't get me wrong, I can use them, and some of them are quite pigmented, and I have no problem with it. Unfortunately, it's mostly the dark colors. I can work these up to what I want, but when you think in Canada of Quo, you think higher quality. So I kind of expected that the eyeliners would suck or the face products would suck, but I figured the eyeshadow would be good. And it's just, it's not the best quality. Some of them are swatching okay, but I wouldn't say any of them are jumping out at me and saying, look at me. Okay, maybe that one. No, even when you swatch it, it's not super pigmented. Once I did my look, it was fine and it lasted all day. So I think it's just a matter of taking a little more time to do it. So if you were in a rush, you probably wouldn't want to pull this out to do your full face. Just a theory, but it's sad because there are a lot of nice colors in there. So you've got everything from mattes to shimmers. Nothing too glimmery, they're mostly shimmers. And a few mattes. If anything else I could complain about in this is that there's not enough mattes, so it's harder to do your transition, which I found that with Urban Decay palettes too, so. But for the cost, I guess I can't complain too much because it was on sale and it was only $35, and I am getting 45 shadows and 9 eyeliners and 6 face products. I don't know that I'll use the lipstick or the lip gloss. I'm not sure. I might. But the eyeliner was really nice. And the blushes were really nice. Just the one bronzer, the shimmer bronzer, was too orange. So I will continue to use it. But if I was to say you should go out and buy this, no. If you wanted to try, they had smaller sets that were just eyeshadows in them, or I think maybe one had just eyeshadows and the blushes. So if you wanted to try these, I suggest getting one of the smaller palettes and not the big portfolio. Well, that's everything from my Shoppers Drug Mart haul. Click subscribe and click like if you've liked this video. Thank you.